Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for joining us on this very special evening to recognize the achievements of Certificate of Excellence in Accountability Reporting, or CEAR, award recipients. We have nearly 300 attending with us tonight, and more are popping up as we speak. I'd like to begin first by recognizing some people that are very critical to the success of the CEAR program. Every year, we recruit about 120 reviewers to support the program. We assemble a team of 4 volunteers to review each agency's submission of the CEAR program. And you all know that these reports are long and they contain a great deal of detailed information. Before we began the program, the reviewers' names were shown on the screen in alphabetical order. Some of these year's reviewers are with us tonight. So please join me in thanking them for their time and expertise in reviewing these very important reports. Without all of you, this program wouldn't be possible. We'd also like to recognize the 41 first-time reviewers who volunteered their time to support and review a report this year. It can take one reviewer between 24 and 48 hours to review one AFR or PAR. And these are additional hours on top of work responsibilities, family, and life. So we thank you for volunteering and sharing your expertise with us. I've been a CEAR reviewer, so I do know how long it takes to review and how much is involved. So thank you so much. We have 10 individuals who have served as CEAR reviewers for more than 10 years collectively per person. Their names are listed on the screen here in alphabetical order. They have been assigned to the most complex reports to read and are asked to provide detailed recommendations and comments, which means they have contributed countless hours in giving back to the accountability community. But most importantly, these more experienced reviewers have been put on a team with others of varying degrees of experience so that at the end of the review process, they can literally compare notes with each other and others can learn from them in providing excellent recommendations to participating agencies. These reviewers are also known as our veteran reviewers, and we appreciate you for continuing to give back to our government financial community and to the CEAR program. New this year, we want to recognize those reviewers that went above and beyond in contributing excellent recommendations on the report. Granted, there are always some outside factors, such as being a first-time reviewer or the report was difficult to review, but these individuals are able to overcome such obstacles and still able to provide some of the most constructive and actionable comments that will help the agency continue to make improvements in their reporting. Here are the names of the year's top reviewers in alphabetical order. It truly takes a village to support the CEAR program, and we thank all of our reviewers for their expertise and their dedication. We also have 3 team leads, and sometimes we call them expert reviewers because that's what they are, and they work with each of the agency review teams. These very distinguished lead reviewers each read and comment on 6 or more AFRs or PARs. Our lead reviewers are frequently asked by agencies to walk through the comments provided as a result of the review. We'd like to give a big thanks to Hal Steinberg, John Hummel, and Ken Winter for their continued dedication and their expertise for leading the development of constructive comment letters meant to help agencies continue to improve their reports. I'd also like to thank all of AGA's CEAR board members for their guidance and support in keeping the program relevant and for bringing new ideas that keep the CEAR program moving forward. Last but not least, please join me in thanking our sponsors, KPMG and Carney & Company, with a greeting video.
Good evening. On behalf of all of us at KPMG, we are so excited to welcome you to tonight's AGA Certificate of Excellence and accountability reporting celebration. My name is Andrew Lewis. I'm the partner in charge of KPMG's federal audit practice, and we are a proud sponsor of tonight's extraordinary evening. There's no doubt, this past year has been extraordinarily challenging for all of us. On a personal level, we may have faced many health challenges or concerns around the health challenges of others. But certainly professionally, we've navigated some amazing and unprecedented things, such as an entire shift to virtual work, challenges with brand new programs designed to be able to help and aid the health and safety of our American citizens, as well as protect the economy of this great country. It's been a very challenging year, but without a doubt tonight we have a chance to be able to celebrate the best among us who persevered throughout the entire challenges that face them to produce some amazing reports that certainly speak to the American citizens and share the great story of the work that we do in the federal financial management community. As I said, tonight is a celebration, a chance for us to look at each other and see the enormous success that we're making and the impact that we're having in our ability to be able to tell an amazing story to the many readers of our financial reports and the people who look to us to manage the important financial resources of this great American country. On behalf of all of us at KPMG, thank you for all that you do, to the preparers, to the auditors, to the budgeteers, to everybody involved in the financial reporting process. This matters, and this is a great thing that we do each and every year to celebrate the best among us. So with that, I hope that you all join me throughout tonight's evening and tonight's celebration to raise a toast to one another, and we can celebrate our great success. Thank you and enjoy this evening.
The CEAR Awards always remind me of the Academy Awards because they recognize the best of the best in our field. It's always a great night, and like you, I cannot wait until we're able to share this evening together. I'm David Zavada with Carney & Company. Carney & Company welcomes you to the CEAR Awards Gala. We're very honored to be an annual sponsor of the CEAR program. For more than 2 decades, CEAR has helped federal agencies improve their performance and accountability reports and agency financial reports. Personally, I've been involved in this program since its inception as an applicant, as a reviewer, board member, and now corporate sponsor. To me, this award is really about the people behind the report. It recognizes the hard work and collective team effort of financial management professionals that go into making these reports more meaningful. I'm thrilled to share this evening with you again and have the opportunity to celebrate these accomplishments. Congratulations to all the award winners.
This year, 27 agencies submitted their reports for review by our incredible review teams. And 24 of these agencies will be receiving CEAR awards tonight. We will also recognize a few agencies with a special Best in Class award. So let me explain quickly the process for presenting the awards this evening. For the CEAR awards, we will announce the agency name, the number of years the agency has received the award, and due to the virtual nature of this event, we won't be able to have representatives from the agencies appear on screen, hold up their award and certificate like they usually do, but next year we'll be back to doing that. Our fingers are all crossed for that. We will be contacting each of the awardees over the next few days, and AGA will do a curbside delivery of the Crystal Award and the framed CEAR certificate. Once we have recognized all of the agencies receiving CEAR awards, we'll give the awardees a big round of applause, and then we're going to have a break and have our keynote speaker. After that, so we're going to leave you in suspense for some of these awards. After our keynote speaker, we're going to jump into our Best in Class awards. So feel free to comment in the chat box on your screen, expressing your congratulations and excitement to the agencies receiving these incredible awards. At the very end of the ceremony, we will end with our Value Added Distinction Award. This award is the ultimate award of the CEAR program. We compare it to the Oscar, the Grammy, and the Emmy all rolled into one. So stay online to hear what that agency did to receive this very special distinction, the CEAR Award with Value Added Distinction. Now, to get us started, please welcome two leaders from our incredible sponsors, Andrew Lewis, partner at KPMG.
Please, everybody but Andrew and Dave, turn your
and
cameras
Dave
off.
Zavada, senior partner at Carney & Company.
Thank you, Ann. And thank you to everyone for tuning in with us tonight to recognize the hard work and excellence achieved by you and your financial colleagues, the CEAR Award awardees. The CEAR program, in conjunction with the Office of Management and Budget and the CFO Council, began in 1996 to further performance and accountability reporting. Since 1997, the CEAR program has progressed from a startup with just 2 agencies participating that first year to today, where we have 27 agencies participating for fiscal year 2020. This program certainly has come a long way.
The order in which we'll present the award will be based on the number of years the agency has received the award, starting with the newcomers to the program, and then wrapping up with those agencies that have participated in the program for many years. So here we go.
We're first going to recognize tonight the Department of Veterans Affairs, their second year as an awardee.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our second award winner is the National Credit Union Administration. It's their 4th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Join me in congratulating the Consumer Product Safety Commission, their 6th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations to the Department of Energy, their 6th year as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a pleasure to welcome and acknowledge the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, their 7th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our next award winner is the Agency for International Development, their 7th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Join me in recognizing the Department of Commerce, their 7th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gives me great pleasure to recognize the Department of Health and Human Services, their 8th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's recognize the Department of Homeland Security, their 8th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Architect of the Capitol, 10 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's recognize the Department of the Treasury, their 12th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
General Services Administration, also their 12th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The lucky number 13th year to the Federal Housing Finance Agency.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Commodity Futures Trading Commission, 14 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Also celebrating their 14th year as an awardee, the Federal Trade Commission.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Peace Corps, 14 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Securities and Exchange Commission, their 15th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations to the Department of State, 16 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The next awardee is the Department of Education, their 17th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm very pleased to announce the Federal Aviation Administration, 17 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Joining us for their 19th year, the Department of the Interior.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations to the Patent and Trademark Office, 19th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Join me in celebrating the Government Accountability Office, their 20th year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And rounding out our award winners, the very first recipient of the CEAR Award, the Social Security Administration, 23 years. Congratulations.
Please join me in a round of applause for all the CEAR Award recipients. Congratulations to you all.
Okay, thank you, Andrew and Dave. Thank you for your participation tonight, as well as your continued generous support of the CEAR program. And I hope everybody's hands are all tired now from clapping, because that's an incredible list of award winners. It's now my pleasure to welcome Dustin Brown, Deputy Assistant Director for Management at the Office of Management and Budget in the Executive Office of the President, where he helps to lead the OMB's Office of Performance and Personnel Management, which is responsible for leading several government-wide initiatives that require coordination across agencies, improving the federal government's mission performance outcomes, and developing federal personnel policies. Dustin also let me know that he will save a few minutes for audience questions. So if you've got
Dustin
any
is not
burning
here yet.
questions for Dustin, take it away.
Dustin is not here yet, and there's Dustin. Ooh, he's on his phone. Video. That's not right. Sorry.
Dustin is here.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, great.
I have to
Thank
do
you.
this.
Thank you, Anne, for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be back with the CEAR Award program. Over the past 15 months, the federal government, like other employers, has faced severe disruptions to its operations, and the people of the United States have witnessed unfathomable illness and deaths. During this time, federal employees have demonstrated their resilience time and time again during the COVID-19 pandemic. This begins, of course, with many thousands of federal employees performing essential services who continue to report to their workplace day in and day out through the pandemic. They put themselves into harm's way and continued to serve the American public. They guided and oversaw the historic development of the COVID-19 vaccine and its widespread distribution, saving countless lives and allowing our economy to get back on track. They inspected our food. They kept our airports safe. They patrolled our borders. They kept our national parks open, and we all owe them a debt of gratitude. So in that context, I think it's really important to understand at this moment in time, what can we do in the performance and financial and accountability community to meet that moment we're in. perhaps when I take a step back and think about the impact that we as a community can have, there's really nothing more central to our work than people's trust in government. So I think it's important to reflect on that. Really, when you think about going back to the origins of democracy and the social contract between citizens and their government, what really underlies that is trust. And I think as we look at the role we play in helping foster trust between citizens and their government, it's really quite an important one.
Mr. Brown, can you rotate your phone, please? Thank you.
Yep. Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think there are two ways that I would suggest that we focus on a journey toward improving people's trust in government. The first is make sure that we tell the government story. And the second is make sure that we have a really good story to tell. On the first one, obviously, this is a place that this community has focused a significant amount of time and attention. How do we position our leadership to tell the successful stories of government, the stories that are happening day in and day out? How do we invest in our storytelling capabilities, whether that's through websites, whether that is through our leaders' engagements with our own workforce, whether that's in social media, which has become an increasingly powerful way to connect to broader audiences than we would have ever been able to through the traditional performance reports that we have published. The content that this community has continued to develop as part of the AFRs or the PARs are looking more and more like the commercial annual reports you'll see from some of our leading companies, using incredible photos, stories, vignettes that help tell the story, and in fact, show the reader what's happening and what is being accomplished. I think that's a real testament to this community's continued investment in our storytelling capability. And I think we have a unique moment in time to take that to the next level. Let me just give one example, just from earlier this month, actually, of an initiative that was launched with OMB and OPM, GSA, and a bunch of the good government communities around Public Service Recognition Week. Many of you were hopefully engaged in that within your own agencies. We, I think, took a more aggressive approach to a Gov Possible campaign that you might have seen, and used Twitter and LinkedIn, which enabled us to expand the reach of our traditional performance reporting and outcomes to a more meaningful and digestible chunks of information through different channels. We now have over 4,400 followers. We average about 50,000 website visitors per month on performance.gov. And I'm pleased to say we were able, through the Gov Possible campaign, to reach over 15 million impressions across various platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I think that really shows the potential of where we stand in a moment of like today, where with the right campaign, with the right collaboration across agencies, there is a hunger out there for hearing the stories of how government makes a difference in people's lives. And let's be honest, we have heard in the joint address from President Biden to Congress a real desire to be sure we are leaning in on the role government plays in positively impacting the lives of people. I think we need to take leadership up on that charge that they've given to us and provide them with the stories and the content that is going to help improve the reputation of government. And I can't think of a community that's better positioned to meet that moment than the performance and financial management community. So I think that is a wonderful moment in time that we have. And hopefully we are positioned to take advantage of it in new and some traditional ways that we've invested in. So the second area I'd love to focus on is making sure we have a good story to tell. Now, this is the part that we have traditionally focused on through the performance work and making sure that we set ambitious goals, that we measure progress against them. I think that has been an extremely valuable area, and we have continued over the past 30 years with the CFO Act and the GIPRA Act and the GIPRA Modernization Act, and probably about another dozen different new pieces of legislation that we've all managed seamlessly to integrate into our management routines and reporting structures. I could probably take this entire speech just naming off the list of assistance we have received from our friends in Congress, and probably a few OMB memos in there as well, of all the different initiatives and the different requirements even that this community has had to integrate into the way they do business. But I think we are stronger for it. I think we do have a good foundation, but I do think we also have some room for improvement. I remember when we rolled out the previous administration's president's management agenda, we sat down with a group of farmers in Kansas City who had worked a lot with USDA and other agencies. And we asked them a simple question. If there was one thing you'd change about the federal government, what would it be? And you know what their answer was? Time. I want more of my time back, because they had to physically drive to offices to sign for loan documents versus being able to do things in an automated way. Now, I'm pleased to report that USDA's great work has made that available. And I think we've seen through the past 14 months, government can transform pretty quickly into automated solutions, both in our interactions with the public, but also maybe just as importantly in our internal intra-agency interactions in terms of mission support functions and so forth. But I think that was a very telling concept in terms of what do people want from government. They want to have a seamless interaction, just like we experience in our private sector lives, for instance, with Amazon or other experiences that are just easy and seamless. And so I think the more we can invest in that, the better. In fact, one study that I saw suggested that 2/3 of people's trust in government can be explained by the quality of services that they interact with in government. Think about that. 2/3 of people's trust in government can be explained by how good their interactions were with government services. So I think that is a powerful signal in terms of where we may want to focus our energy and efforts to make sure that we are putting government in the best possible position to have the kinds of impacts on citizens that are positive. And we really work to reduce any negative interactions, and we put more of our time and attention into that than maybe we have historically. I also would argue that we need to support our federal workforce and look at the culture of our organizations. Are we continuing to invest in cultures that are kind of compliance oriented, or have we been able to move to a service oriented culture where we are asking for feedback and doing something with the feedback that we're getting? How do we move to that results oriented culture that is so critical for organizational success? Looking at our routines, I think, is an important way of gauging the extent to which we do establish cultures that are focused on feedback from those we're serving, or are they kind of focused on the rules and the laws and the regulations that are coming down? I think that will be an important test for the future of how we can rebalance our focus across government to make sure we're staying centered on the most important constituency we have, which are really twofold: the people that we are serving and our own workforce that is serving them. Having a people-focused agenda, I think, will be extremely important going forward to be effective and really meet the moment we're in. So that is kind of what I wanted to be able to share with everyone today. It is an exciting time at OMB and across the leadership teams of agencies as we are looking at developing the next set of strategic plans and priority goals for each agency, the president's management agenda, all while also working on reentry to the workplace planning, which is, I know, underway in many agencies as listening sessions and so forth are beginning, which really, I think, offer us a leapfrog opportunity to look at major changes to how we do work in government and putting us in a much better and stronger position to meet future challenges. So it's an exciting time, and I am thrilled to be part of this extraordinary community who is always up for a challenge and has a wonderful history and track record of meeting those challenges. So I look forward to continuing to partner with you all in the future. And as Anne mentioned, I'd love to take any questions if people have some or thoughts or reactions as we move forward. But congrats to all the award winners. Thanks to the CEAR program. And I know the extraordinary amount of time and effort, dedication that goes into this program each and every year. And like I said, really thrilled to be part of it this year.
Thank you, Dustin. There was a comment, not a question, but a comment that was saying that GovPossible is so critical to get that story out there to build the public awareness and trust. Amazing work, and congrats to the team that brought that to life. I'd also like to add, just a couple of weeks ago, we had our PIO CFO Summit, and that's where the performance community comes together with the financial community and shares, what they're doing, to move forward together. And Pam Coleman from OMB spoke, and she wrapped up her comments with something that to me was just inspiring. So I wanted to share it with you all. It said that most of you will never meet any of the people that you serve. However, you continue to persevere, innovate, and move forward. And I just thought that was such a profound way of thanking people for their public service and for doing what they do every day. And I think it's great that people like Pam Coleman and you are leading the charge of bringing performance and helping to bring the stories to life. So thank you for your service. And I know you're out of town, so thank you so much for making sure that we could hear from you tonight. And I really appreciate it and appreciate your leadership and the time you take to spend with us. So
the pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Dustin. So now we jump back into some awards, and we're going to talk about the Best in Class awards. When we started the Best in Class award category about 10 years ago, we recognized 4 Best in Class awardees. Last year, we had 14 agencies recognized for the Best in Class awards program. And this year, we will once again recognize 14 agencies for special recognition for an outstanding aspect of their report. Our CEAR review team volunteers recommend the Best in Class awards. And then what the CEAR board does is adjudicate the list of nominations and makes the final award decisions. We keep them under lock and key, so you all have not heard them. Nobody knows who won except for fellow board members that are on the screen with us tonight. So I will announce each award and describe why the agency received that award, and then I'll announce the name of the agency. Next week, you can check out the AGA website under Standards and Guidance, and you can find the 2020 Awards Ceremony Program brochure with the names of the staff who supported the development of their AFR or PAR. You'll also find the details of the Best in Class awards, to include the agency, their award, the reason they received the award, so you can see what made that portion of their report exemplary. So now let's get started. Let the fun begin. So just to let you know, these awards are all equally important. So that means there's nothing in the order, no meaning in the order in which I'll announce the award. It doesn't mean anything other than that 14th agency that gets recognized has to wait a little bit longer to hear about the award. So all of these Best in Class awards are equally important. So the first category that we're going to hear about is Editorial Excellence. This is the second time we have recognized an agency in this category, and the report is concise and crisp, yet chock full of useful information, resulting in a very efficient report with no extraneous detail. The summaries clearly and succinctly discuss key points at hand. The award goes to the Federal Housing Finance Agency. Well done. Our next award is for creative and innovative ways for readers to access information. This is the third time we are recognizing an agency in this category, as the agency report is professional, user-friendly, includes pop-outs such as terms to know, technical terms and glossary, and interesting data visualizations. This award goes to the Security and Exchange Commission. Congratulations. The third award, see, I'm going to keep count so you all know when I'm getting close to the end. The third award is the presentation of frequently asked questions. This is the first time we've recognized an agency in this category. This agency presents technical concepts in a way that can be understood by members of the public who are not accountants. And that's probably the majority of the public. So many of the questions are those that readers frequently have, but don't feel comfortable asking and may not have anyone to ask. And this award goes to.
And the drums are playing, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. And make the announcement now.
The General Services Administration. Our fourth award goes to a report, or the category is a report that tells a story. It's back to Dustin's point about telling a story about what you do. This is the second time that we are recognizing an agency in this category, where the report tells a compelling story that highlights agency relevance on key public interest matters, agency day-to-day operations, and it integrates related photographs and graphics to explain the agency performance and capture and retain reader interest. I did look at this report, and it is very, very good and compelling. So this award goes to okay, it's going to Federal Aviation Administration. Congratulations. Our fifth award is for innovative presentation of what the agency does. This is the first time we have recognized an agency in this category. In an appendix, yes, an appendix, this agency describes the role of 17 different types of entities falling under the agency's purview. They group the entities by type, lists the number of each type of entity operating in September 2020, and describes the agency's regulatory role regarding each group of the entities. This award goes to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Congratulations.
Sorry, please make that announcement one more time.
The award goes to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Congratulations.
And on to the next one.
The sixth award is for innovative presentation of a matter of wide public interest. Okay, this has got everybody's curiosity going. This agency illustrates the financial statement impacts of COVID-19 activities in a well-designed cosmograph in the management discussion and analysis section of the report. The chart shows CARES Act and other funding monies appropriated, obligated, and dispersed during the year. This is innovative because it provides a great deal of information all in one spot. This is the second time we've recognized an agency in this category. And the award goes to
Drums are going. Drums have stopped.
The Department of Education. Congratulations.
And
The
you can
seventh-
continue.
The seventh award is innovative use of graphics to display information. I think people are getting a theme that there's graphics and make it easier to understand complex data. This is the first time we've recognized an agency in this category. The agency depicts a graphic timeline for balances in a non-entity fund balance with Treasury. The timeline identifies timing of each collection of funds from a settlement or disbursement of funds to consumers. The supporting schedule also identifies companies involved and monies collected or dispersed from each action, with hyperlinks to press releases and other materials explaining the actions. The award goes to
Drums are playing. Drums have stopped.
the Federal Trade Commission. Congratulations.
And you can go.
So we've got a theme with these awards now. The eighth award is Inspiring Photographs with Captions. Again, helping to tell the story and show what the agency's doing. This is the second time we recognized an agency in this category. The agency receiving this award visually tells the agency's story, its mission, and accomplishments, has very high quality photo resolution, and they illustrate the diversity of activities of the agency. This award goes to
Drums are going. Drums have stopped.
the Agency for International Development, USAID. Congratulations.
And you can keep going.
The ninth award is the Summary of Financial and Performance Highlights. This is another first-time award. This agency displays a prominent, clear, and concise one page, I repeat, one page of their financial and performance highlights, including key financial measures, trends and performance measures, and color-coded results. This award goes to
Drums are going. Drums have stopped.
the Patent and Trademark Office. Congratulations.
And you can keep going.
Our 10th award is for excellent presentation of performance results in an agency financial report. So Dustin, you may want to look at this one. This is the fifth time we have recognized an agency for this category. However, it's the second time this agency has won a Best in Class award. They received this award back in 2014. So we have a repeat. In the agency's MD&A, following a brief discussion of the organization, we see a newly written description of the agency's performance framework. This begins with a graphic presentation of the performance community from the top of the agency to the various components of the agency, to component performance managers. This discussion then includes improving the measures, verification, validation, quarterly internal reporting, annual external reporting, agency priority goals, performance reviews, and the strategic review process. This precedes 16 pages of clearly written key performance measures with results versus targets. The agency also displays the results of improper payment testing of disaster relief payments, mostly by FEMA, regarding the challenges of providing speedy relief in the environments of crisis. This award goes to,
Drums are playing.
can you all guess?
Drums have stopped.
Department of Homeland Security. Congratulations. Our
And you can
11th,
keep going.
our 11th award is for corrective action plans. This agency provided a complete, detailed, clear, and succinct corrective action plan for each of its 26 material weaknesses. For each plan, a bulleted description of the material weakness, a list of relevant corrective actions, and a correction target date that also identifies initial date is cited as a material weakness. This agency also slipped correction target dates from the prior year, but with good reason. This is our first time to recognize any agency for this category. And the award goes to.
Drums are playing. Drums have stopped.
The Department of Defense. Congratulations to you all.
And you can keep going.
Our 12th award is for exceptional reporting on COVID-19 response. This is also, as you might expect, the first time we are recognizing an agency for this category, and rightfully so, given the unique nature of this pandemic. This agency explains a well-integrated and candid COVID response summary, including the commissioner's message with forward-looking information. Their financial statement notes, as well as related highlighting of operational and process adjustments, clearly displayed the need to address COVID challenges while maintaining service continuity. This award goes to.
And drums are playing. And drums have stopped.
The Social Security Administration. Congratulations. Okay, we're getting down to the end of our list. Okay, the 13th award. Remember, we have 14. The 13th award is the Inspector General's summary of the most serious management and performance challenges. This is the 5th time we've recognized an agency for this category. The agency receiving this award identifies the FY2020 challenges in terms of how the agency's 19 pandemic needs and responses relate to long-standing management performance challenges. This agency used symbols to identify which long-standing challenges existed in the COVID-19 response. It also illustrated the IG summary of the most serious management and performance challenges with graphics and call-out boxes. This award goes to.
Drums are playing. Drums have stopped.
The Department of the Interior. Congratulations. Okay, this is the last one. And for our final Best in Class award, and again, all of these are equal, it just meant this agency had to wait the longest amount of time to find out whether they won an award. This is, the category is the presentation of a matter of public interest, the tax gap. This is the first time we've recognized an agency for this category, where the agency spearheaded key initiatives that enabled and improved mission delivery and accountability. In addition, they were proactive in providing strategic and professional financial management leadership. The award goes to.
And drums are playing. And drums have stopped.
The Department of Treasury. Congratulations. And congratulations to all of the Best in Class awards.
And clapping.
So now
And clapping has stopped.
So now on to our final segment of our awards program. And for this award, I'd like to welcome Diane Dudley, the chair of our CEAR board, to join us to announce our final award recipient, the CEAR with Value-Added Distinction. Diane?
And Ms. Diane, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Anne. And congratulations again to all of our CEAR award winners and the best in class recipients. Last year, we introduced a new third award category entitled CEAR with Value Added Distinction as a way to recognize one agency that went above and beyond in highlighting through its AFR or PAR how financial management excellence is adding value to its agency management and mission delivery. The framed CEAR certificate for this award-winning agency will have an extra notation on it that says with value-added distinction. 2 years ago, AGA's CEAR board members developed a set of criteria to use in qualifying an agency for this award. If you consider that the CEAR program is like the Academy Awards for financial reporting, it is only right that we would say that this value-added distinction award is like the Best Picture Award or the highest honor of the evening. Like the Best in Class Awards, nominations for the CEAR with Value Added Distinction Award were provided by the lead reviewers. After a thorough discussion of the nominations, our CEAR board made the final decision on the award. This year's award recipient's CFO message discusses the many ways that the Office of CFO delivered value throughout the agency and the government. Examples include quarterly performance reviews between major business lines and the administrator, data-driven discussions about organizational performance, the operationalization and deployment of an administrator's dashboard to assess performance metrics across the agency, an internal control evaluation tool to help the agency assess performance in accordance with the GAO Green Book and OMB Circular A123, RPA implementation throughout the agency, saving thousands of work hours, an automated tool to monitor building occupancy during the pandemic, and COVID-19 tracking tools to monitor cleaning, funding, and spending. On behalf of the CEAR board and AGA, it is my honor to announce that the fiscal year 2020 Value Added Distinction Award goes to the General Services Administration. Congratulations. Presenters, please join me in a round of applause for the General Services Administration. Anne, back to you.
Thank you. What an incredible way to end the evening. Please join me in another round of applause and maybe even the raising of a glass. Can you see that I've got one? Maybe I'll just see it. I have a glass of champagne. Hopefully everybody else does too, or at least a beverage of your choice. I want to thank everybody for all the hard work that you do for your public service. For all the award winners tonight and for all of you who helped identify and review those PARs and AFRs. And certainly, you know, it does take a village, and it's an incredible community that you all have. And we are so blessed and honored to be able to serve you every day in whether it's educational events, an award ceremony like this. It's not every day that the financial community gets an award. I think it ought to be more often because you all do so much and manage so many dollars to make so many accomplishments and to provide services to citizens. I would like to once again thank our sponsors, KPMG and Carney & Company, the work of our CEAR board, all of our reviewers, and thank you, our audience, for your participation. and interest in the program. And we hope to see you live next year. Yes, live and in person. I know it's a lot more fun when you're in person. Many of you have been to a CEAR ceremony that's live, and people hoop and holler when they win those special Best in Class awards, and it's really exciting to see. So this does conclude our AGA CEAR Award program for the 2020 fiscal year. Congratulations to all of you. Please stay safe and healthy. Hope to see you next year participating and a whole new set of winners. So good night to you all, and thank you for joining us.